good morning, good morning. Good morning, I'm Cindy Simmons and this is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, July 11th, 2018, episode 117. It is the Toy Story Land episode plus a major giveaway coming up on the show today. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday. Like I said, my name is Cindy. I will be your host today, and I kind of am every Coffee Convo Wednesday because that's how we roll here on Coffee Convo Wednesday. So sit back, grab a coffee, tea, hot chocolate, whatever you're drinking this morning. No judgment here. This is just a way to hang out and get to know you guys better and give you a break in the middle of your Wednesday morning. Today is hump day. So, you know, on Wednesday, you're like, it's almost Friday. Ugh. Just want to get to Friday. So this is kind of like a let's celebrate. We're going to get to Friday together. That's what we're doing today. And as you know, in case you can't tell, today is a Toy Story Land theme. It's a Toy Story Land giveaway today. Actually, the next 2 weeks are going to be filled with Toy Story Land giveaways. If you're not a Toy Story fan, I don't know if we can be friends. You've got a friend in me. Okay. I'm not going to sing. I sang last week on the 4th of July. And when I went back and watched it on the replay, which you can do at any time right here on Facebook, or you can go to my YouTube page, just search Cindy Simmons if you've ever missed a Coffee Convo Wednesday show. Yeah, I sang last week on Coffee Convo Wednesday. And I know that I don't have a good voice, but I sang Firework by Katy Perry anyway, and it was bad, y'all. It was bad. All right, let's focus on good. Let me give you a cheers in my new Toy Story Summer 2018. It just opened June 30th. Cheers to you. You know, coffee is like a warm hug in the morning. If you don't drink coffee, that's okay. I went through like 5 years of a decaf coffee drinker. Now I'm back to full-on leaded coffee. We're going to be here for about 15-20 minutes just talking about random things that happen in the universe. Most of it's positive. Sometimes there might be a rant, as there is today. But it's just really a break in the middle of your day. And before you get out of here in about 15 or 20 minutes, I'm going to have something super fun to give you from the new Toy Story Land, which has opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios. All right, so a couple things I want to talk about before we get into our 3 topics. So it might be a little longer than 15, 20 minutes today. First of all, major props to the boys and the coach that were rescued in Thailand. Yay! Praise the Lord. How exciting is that? So sad for the Navy SEAL who lost his life, but wow, what a good thing he was trying to do and save those kids and that coach. I mean, there is nothing more exciting than turning on the news and seeing all of those kids alive. And it's because of so many who worked so hard to save them. And woo, y'all, I could get all emotional this morning at the thought of it because it's so awesome that they all are alive. Praise the Lord. So good news this morning. Yay. I guess we kind of found out yesterday, but it was just exciting seeing them being all driven off in the ambulances. So they're all doing fine. I think just a couple of them have pneumonia, but they are all supposed to be great. So yay. Also, special happy birthday to one of my dearest friends, Ashley. It is her birthday today. So cheers. I will see you on Saturday. I have a month of like fun bonding this like entire month. First, a high school friend, Veronica, and her husband, Marcos, and some friends came into town the other day. Got to see them on their way. They were going to Port Canaveral for a cruise because we live in Orlando, so it's like an hour away. Got to see them. Then my Nashville bestie, Chandra, and her daughter, Jade, they came in and they just left. And y'all, I'm a little exhausted from entertaining and vacationing in Orlando, Florida. We were at the pool. We were in our downtown. We went to Magic Kingdom yesterday. We went to Disney Springs. Woo! I mean, there is just a lot to do here, which is why everyone wants to come visit us in Orlando, Florida. And I'm okay with that. So y'all can come visit whenever you want to. Shout out to my friend Tim, who helped us with some fast passes if you ever need like some Disney vacation help. My friend Tim Elrod at Travelmation. Yeah, he is the man. So he helped us. So thank you, Tim. Cheers to you. What? So let me tell you about Toy Story Land quickly. Well, you know what? I'm going to save Toy Story Land for the end when I give away the fun part 1 of 2 Toy Story Land giveaways. All right, let's just dive in to the first thing today, but let me get you some coffee because y'all are going to be like, what is this story? Okay. All right, So I have to tell you what happened recently. You're going to be like, Cindy, what is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind? You guys, you're going to be like that. I'm giving you advance notice. All right. Come into the back room with me. This is exactly what happened when recently I took my mom to have cataract surgery in, I think it's Leesburg, Florida. And while my mom was in surgery, she said, look, honey, it's going to be a couple of hours, so go do you and get your coffee. I was like, yes. So I get on my GPS. I find out that there is a coffee place. I'm going to go have coffee, Starbucks. And then I stumble upon this main street in this little town. And I'm like, I do love a main street in a little downtown. I am out of the car. So I grab my coffee, I start walking, and I see this sign, and it says, the God Cafe. God Cafe. I thought, yes to that. I'm going to go in and see what that's all about. And then even better, I see a sign that says, fresh donuts. You guys, I do love a donut, and I love a fresh donut. So I thought, fresh donut, God Cafe, that's a win-win for me. And I go in, and there's an older man there, and then two older men sitting at a little table. And the first gentleman goes, good morning. And I said, well, good morning to you. Yes, I'm like that all of the time, even with complete strangers. So I said, well, good morning to you, sir. I had to come in here and check this out, the God Cafe. Well, this is neat. There's little Bible quotes on the wall, little spiritual scripture stuff. And I'm like, yes, I am in. So I said, sir, I saw outside that you have a sign that says fresh donuts. Can you point me in the direction of your fresh donuts? So he takes me over to the little case. Maybe has like 15 donuts, if that. I said, what do you recommend? So I'm chatting this guy up, and I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm in God Cafe here, and there's some fresh donuts. This is good morning. So he says, how about a little tour? Want to come in the back room? And I said, sure. That's me walking into the back room with a complete male stranger. Like, why? Why would I do that? That's not what I tell my kids. I don't care, even if they come up and say, I have ice cream and puppies. You don't ever go anywhere with a stranger. And you guys, what did I do? I went into the back room with this stranger. You guys, I don't know if I was just feeling the Holy Spirit or there was just like this large amount of trust. I don't even know. I don't even know what was happening, you guys. I just walked right back there with this nice gentleman. And what happened? He showed me where the prayer room is. He showed me where their small groups come in and meet and do a little prayer and worshiping of the Lord. And all of a sudden, I'm like in my head going, what? Why did I just walk back here to the back room of the God Cafe with this strange man? I don't know. It was like, it was this weird like sense of peace. I just trusted him. I know it sounds insane. It is. Don't do this. Do as I say, not as I do. And I just walked back there with this strange man. And it was lovely. And it was like, not even 30 seconds, really. He showed me the prayer room where they meet for small group and read the Bible. And then said, okay, well, thank you so much for coming by. I said, thanks for the French donuts. Fresh donuts. And I left. And I kind of just giggled at myself on the way out. Like, who does that? Who walks into a back room with a stranger? Who does that? That's who. This girl. So I'm blaming it on the Holy Spirit, and I just felt led to go see what the man was talking about, and it was obviously totally innocent. Then he told me that they're making a God Cafe movie. I think he said you can find it on Facebook. So who knows? If you've ever heard of Leesburg, Florida, or the God Cafe, or if the movie comes out, then you guys can laugh and go, remember when Cindy was on CONVO Wednesday talking about going to the back room with a complete stranger? Look, there's the movie. All right, that's topic number 1 on CONVO Wednesday. Topic number 2, who wants to be a water watcher with me? Okay, I need to give you a little bit of a history so you understand why I am the way I am. I might be a little bit neurotic, that's just me. But I have this thing about my kids going into the pool by themselves. I have 2 kids, 12 and 5, and I just get very nervous with them swimming by themselves. part of it is, so I could just give you a little backstory, which I'm not going to focus on because I will just start bawling. But my best friend who was here, Channy, who was just here over the weekend from Nashville, 8 years ago, this past week, she lost her son and her mother-in-law in a very tragic drowning accident. We spent the weekend before with her whole family, her sister, and I love her sister. I love her whole family. Spent the whole weekend with them. The following weekend was 4th of July weekend. I started chemotherapy. I'm a breast cancer survivor. It was my first weekend of starting chemotherapy, and baby Logan passed away that weekend. So, okay, focus. He is up in heaven, and we miss him every day, and every time we see a little heart anywhere in the universe, we feel like that's his little, I'm hanging out with you. And he was a wonderful soul. He was just about to turn 2. And so this week is always really, it's really hard for many reasons. Like I said, it was a beginning of a cancer situation for me, and that went right into losing my best friend's son. So it was just a hard time. So I have a little bit of an issue with pools and kids. And unfortunately, in that situation, it was a very tragic situation, and literally nothing could have been done. It was God's time to take him and his grandma. And 8 years later, everyone is still recovering and probably will never fully recover from that ever. But I had a good talk with my bestie over the weekend because I was explaining to her how I have this issue with my kids in the pool. And like I said, nothing could have been done in that situation, unfortunately. But then I watched this thing on Good Morning America last week on 4th of July where they did this I don't know, it was just a segment, and they invited all of these families over to a barbecue. And then they also invited lifeguards, but they were just kids. Nobody knew that these kids were actual lifeguards. They were, high school, college aged. So they had all of these families over at this house, they had a pool, and everyone was grilling out, barbecuing. And so they had all of these, kids, but they were lifeguards, in the pool, and they took turns drowning. And no one noticed, because I think we all just assume when someone's drowning, you hear, help, help. That's not what happens. Most of the time, you just go under and you don't even see. Well, there were so many families at this barbecue, and all of these lifeguard kids took turns pretending to drown. They're lifeguards, so it was obviously a supervised situation because it was for this Good Morning America segment. But they all took turns drowning, and no one noticed. No one noticed. Until the very, very end, when all of the kids but one got out of the pool, and a dad happened to look over and he saw that this girl looked like she was drowning. In fact, she was a lifeguard, so it was okay. But it was a story to show how quickly it can happen. And I have just been very fearful of ever leaving my kids in the pool without watching. And I mean, not sitting on my cell phone or talking and being so involved in conversation that you're not watching the pool. So when I was over at one of my best friend's house this weekend, or last week, after I talked to you guys on CONVO Wednesday, went over to her house, and everyone's in the pool, and same situation like a Good Morning America. No one's really watching. And so I said to her, hey, I told her this whole story. This is what I saw on Good Morning America. I'm going to be your water watcher. And that is what I learned from Good Morning America. They said, one person, just one person, has to be the water watcher. You're having friends over, you're drinking, everyone's hanging out, whatever. One person has to give up basically doing any of that to be the water watcher. I don't know, maybe you pay the person, because even if they're not a lifeguard, if they're just watching the water and you see someone drown, at least you can try and get them out of the pool. So we did have a silly little laugh with my best friend who was here over the weekend because I told her, because of what happened to your son, and even though nothing could have been done to save her son, unfortunately, she said to me, and coming from her, I was like, whoo. She said, you just have to live. Gosh, sorry, I'm so emotional today. What's wrong with me? I must be PMSing. I'm really tired, y'all. I got up at 4:30 this morning because my friend unfortunately had to go back to Nashville. But yeah, it was hard hearing it from her saying, hey, you have to just relax. And if I'm telling you that, then you have to relax. And she's right. But you know, I told her, I said, as much as you're right, I said, your situation was so different because, you know, that was just what happened at that time. And these situations, when you see it happening, I know sometimes, you know, I think it was a swimmer, my friend Taylor was saying, it was Bodie Miller, or skier, who lost his daughter in a drowning accident. This happens all the time. And sometimes it's not because there's no one swimming in the pool. It's just a child wanders into the pool area and that happens. But I guess my point is, if I can give you guys just my little, you know, bestow some wisdom on you. If you're at a pool and there are kids around, if we can all like tag team together and someone is the water watcher, that would be great. It'd make my heart happy. It would, I feel like, help save lives. But on this show, I'm all about spreading positivity and just doing what we can to help each other out and lift each other up. So I said to my friend on 4th of July, I'm going to be your water watcher today. And I did. The entire, however, 4 hours we were there, I sat by the pool and my husband and I took turns. So like I went to go get food and came back. And then, you know, he went and got food and we just watched the pool the whole time while our kids were in the pool and getting out. Because I just think we all have to stick together because hashtag it takes a village. So there's my story that I'm sharing with you from personal experience from watching this Good Morning America segment. If y'all can just find a water watcher. Okay. Let's cheers to water watchers. Okay. And then finally, I do have a little bit of a rant this morning. I told you, can't be all rainbows and unicorns all the time, says the girl sitting in with an alien on her head and dangling light up aliens around her neck. We're getting to that in just a minute. Thank you for being patient, my fellow Toy Story fans. All right, finally, so recently, actually not recently, it'll be a year next month that we have moved to Orlando, Florida, and we live in this beautiful community of Winter Garden, and I kind of love it. However, I have found one teeny little problem that makes me crazy. We have a stop sign. We live on a corner, and there is a 4-way stop out in front of our house. And where we sit for dinner in the corner of our house, I'm sitting in one corner of the kitchen, the other corner is the dining room. So one corner of the kitchen is our dining room table, and so when we're sitting there, we see people come to the stop sign, and they don't stop. Like not a California rolling stop, which I can kind of give you since I'm originally from California, but you're not really supposed to do that either. But like blow through the stop sign. So I am trying to figure out how to handle it because I have turned into that crazy lady who lives down the street. I'm not even kidding you. I'm the crazy lady in the neighborhood. I mean, I don't know if that's like officially my title. But I was standing on the porch and I saw this guy blow through the stop sign. So I go on the porch. I see him come back and he blows through the stop sign again. I'm like, hey. And I'm sure he's like, oh, they're so friendly in this neighborhood. Rolls down his window. Okay, I don't think anyone rolls down their window that way. But it's not as exciting to go rolls down his window. So I'm gonna do that. He rolls down the window. He's like, yes. I said, hi. He's like, hi. I said, hey, I don't mean to sound like a crazy person, but you blew through the stop sign twice. And I have little children in the house and they're playing outside all the time. And they walk to check the mail, and could you just please stop when you're driving through our neighborhood? I mean, I was really nice about it. I was trying to be as friendly as all get out. And he goes, oh, yes, of course, sorry. And he kept going. I was like, thank you. Because what do they say? You get more flies with honey? Something like that. I'm from California, so I just try to adopt the southern sayings from living in Georgia. And so I was really nice about it. But the rest of the time, I kind of want to be a crazy person and go out there, stop! For the love of Peter, Paul, and Mary, stop! It makes me nuts. And I've seen the signs that, I mean, there's like a website. It says, drive as though your kids live here, or drive like your kids live here, and you can get those signs. But they're on the side of the road. And what I want is something in the middle of the 4-way stop in the neighborhood. Like I want to get a sign that says, stop, you're on camera. You're on camera, I mean me. Be me on my cell phone going, I got you. I have called the police about it already. They did send a car, but God bless the police. They have way more important things to do than police my 4-way stop in the neighborhood. They did come over, but they can't sit there 24 hours a day. 2 suggestions I've thought about. An air horn. Stop! It's a little aggressive. I'm not above it, but it's a tad aggressive. And the other times I just am like, okay, and I have aggressively gone, stop! I have done that. It's terrible. I know it's not very Christian-like at all. But it's super frustrating. It is super frustrating. So if you guys have any ideas of how I can be not that crazy person in the neighborhood and get people to stop. And I know what you're probably thinking too. Let it go, let it go. I'm not gonna let it go. Because my friend Jimmy once said to me, he goes, you know what I feel like we are, because he's the same way? We're the writers of wrong in society. By any means, we are not perfect. I've said that on the show a bazillion times. I am far from it. But I do stop at stop signs because I don't know, it's the law. So he said, we're just like the writers of the wrongs of society. And this stop sign situation, I just feel passionate about. So aside from standing in the middle of the street with my own, like, you know, neon vest on, maybe I'll wear these. Maybe this would get people to stop. Stop! In the name of aliens. Probably not. They'd be like turning around to go the other way. If you have any suggestions on what I can do to get people to stop, like I said, I've called the police, I've called the neighborhood association. Maybe drink less coffee is what you're thinking. I'll give you a cheers to that. I don't know. So it's me following the rules. I know you're probably like, unclench your butt cheeks. Yeah, I could do that. That would make me less neurotic, but I can't help it. Butt cheeks, technically clenched. That's me. Love it or not. All right, that's Coffee Convo Wednesday for today, Wednesday, July 11th, episode 117. But wait, there's more. So recently, I got invited to a sneak peek of Toy Story Land. It opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios on June 30th. To say that I was excited is probably an understatement because, as you can tell, my children love Toy Story. Like, these are their toys. Most of these toys are toys that they have had for years and years and years and years and years. Like hand-me-downs from my older one to the little one, because the little one's all into it now because she's 5. Well, Toy Story Land just opened, and if you can get to Walt Disney World and get to Disney's Hollywood Studios, it's so worth it. They have the Slinky Dog Dash, which is this cute little ride here. And you go, it's like a little roller coaster, and you're riding a Slinky Dog, which is like the cutest thing ever. Then they also have the alien swirling saucers that kind of spin around, but not like a crazy way, but a fun way, and they spin around. And then they have Toy Story Mania, which has been at Disney's Hollywood Studios for a little while. It is so much fun. The land is so beautiful. Basically, you're like a toy, and they greet you that way. And then they have the Green Army Patrol. Hello, soldier. And they're super in character the whole time. And I'm not going to lie, they're kind of attractive. Unless my husband's watching then. Oh, no, they're not attractive at all. They're very attractive. Just a little something for the ladies, the moms that are going. Okay, so if you get a chance to go check out Toy Story Land, make sure you eat at Woody's Lunchbox also, because the food is so good. They have this like barbecue grilled cheese sandwich that might be my new favorite thing. And then they have this awesome French toast thing you can get in the morning. But they have all this cute merchandise too. I mean, hello. It is super fun. So if you can get to Disney's Hollywood Studios and check out Toy Story Land, you have to do it. Okay, so you're always like, oh, yay, that's fun. You had fun. Good for you. You went. No, I tell you guys, I get to go and check it out. Yes, that is amazing and fun. I'm not going to lie. But when I get fun stuff, I bring it back for you guys, because that's how we roll here on Coffee Convo Wednesday. So, let's start with this. The Toy Story backpack. Toy Story backpack. Now, I'll give you a little hint. This is a one-of-a-kind, as in they don't sell these at Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios. No, they do not. This was gifted to us Toy Story Land water bottle. Oh, but wait, there is more than that. Let me dig into my Toy Story Land bag. I feel like Mary Poppins right now. And oh, a little alien necklace for you. And in case you can't tell, this totally lights up. It has like 3 different versions of light up. I don't know if you can see it on camera, if it's lighting up for you, but got a little alien necklace for you. So when you're riding alien swirling saucers, you'll be like, look at me and my alien swirling saucer necklace. All right, so we have that. We have a Toy Story Land pen. You guys remember these pens when we were kids that have the red, the blue, the green, and the black? Yes, you know, like the 4 different inks, and you go, and then it puts, okay. You're like, yes, I know. Okay, yes, I know, duh. So we're gonna give you that. And then Toy Story Land commemorative postcards in here, okay? I think looks like there's maybe like, I don't know how many. There's a couple in there. And then last but not least, a Toy Story Land notepad to go with your Toy Story pen. Super cute. Okay, so I'm putting all that in the bag. Postcards, your alien swirling saucers necklace, and the backpack with several lovely pockets. Now I'm a fan of white on Wheel of Fortune. And a Toy Story Land water bottle. Okay, here's the thing. This is what you're gonna do. If this is your first time watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, here's how we do our giveaways each and every week. I'm gonna give you something and tell you what to do, and then you enter. And then we will draw a random winner by Tuesday of next week. So like if you were wondering if you won the Chick-fil-A gift card from last week, you have to check the post from last week. Not this video today, but check the one from last week. We always announce the winners on this Facebook post right here, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. You just comment hashtag Toy Story Land and the name of the city where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. So say you are in Los Angeles, California. Then you write hashtag Toy Story Land and you write Los Angeles, California. Just because I like to know where you guys are all watching, and you're everywhere. I mean, you're in New York, you're in California, you're in Georgia, you're in Florida. I mean, you're everywhere. Arizona. I can name every state, but I'm not gonna do that. Why am I singing? I don't know. All right, so Toy Story Land, put the hashtag, don't put the hashtag, just put Toy Story Land, and then the name of the city and the state that you're watching, and then we're gonna pick a random winner on Tuesday. You'll be notified right here on this video. Don't forget to go last week if you wanna see if you won the Chick-fil-A gift card, but we'll announce the winner here. And then I have something else. I have 3 runner-up prizes. This is just a cute little Disney Parks tote bag. See? Cute. And inside, a little Mickey sticker, and a Walt Disney Parks pin. So, yep, I think it says Walt Disney World. A Walt Disney World pin for you. So here's what we're gonna do. The first winner will get the Toy Story book bag, backpack, whatever your kids are calling them now, with the water bottle and everything inside. And then I have 3 of these runner-up prizes. So if you don't win the main prize, don't be sad. You'll have this little sweet tote bag. And I will mail it to you. Actually, it has a little pocket inside and then a little place for your ID, I guess. It has a little pocket inside. But it says Disney Parks, and it's a cute little tote bag. I don't know, put your makeup in it. You could put your lunch in this for work. That would be a cute little idea. Okay, so hashtag Toy Story Land and the name of the city and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And you guys, that's not it. That's it for this week. That is part 1 of the Toy Story Land giveaway. Part 2 is coming next week. So I have more stuff for you from Toy Story Land next week because it's opened. It opened June 30th. Summer 2018, as my mug says. I couldn't wait to go buy this. It was the first thing that I bought when I went to Toy Story Land because you know how I do a mug. So we're gonna have some more for you next week. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And don't forget, you know I like big mugs and I cannot lie. If you send me a mug, big, crazy, fun, obnoxious mug, I'm gonna send you a t-shirt. If you send me a Disney-inspired mug, then I'm gonna send you a Disney-inspired t-shirt. You can go to sydneysimmons.com to send me an email, get the address if you just find one, and that's at any time until I run out of shirts. anytime, because I just love mugs and I collect mugs. I don't collect anything else at all, just coffee mugs because I love coffee. So have a great rest of your week. Spread kindness like Nutella. Thank you for hanging out with me today on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Good luck on Toy Story Land Part 1 giveaway. I'll see you guys a week from today for Part 2. Adios, au revoir. Have a good day. I love you, and thank you for hanging out with me. Cheers!